Hey guys, Magic Master here, and today I'm going to be showing you a pretty cool trick that has many different endings to it. So, depending on how long this performance and tutorial video goes, I might upload all of the different endings in a different video right after this one, but we'll see. But before we get into that, for my 3 giveaway winners, like I said, got the decks mailed, and when you get the decks, go ahead, comment on my most recent video, because I'm just as excited as you guys are to get those decks. So go ahead, comment on my most recent video at the time when you get the decks. Also, credit to A Million Card Tricks for this trick. Finally, go subscribe to J-Tricks, Challenge Tube, Francois the Kitchen Magician, Hazan Tanim, Magic Pig 101, and Aniket Das. I will leave links to all, I think that's 6 channels in the description. Without further ado, let's get into the performance. So, I'm going to start by just giving the deck a shuffle, and I could have the spectator shuffle too, but I don't have a spectator, so I'll just give it a quick shuffle here. Now, I would just, spread through. Show all the cards are different here, nothing fancy. I could even use a borrowed deck if I wanted to. So now, what I'm going to have the spectator do is think of a number anywhere from 1 to 13. And they could think of whatever they want. They wouldn't tell me what the number is, but since I don't have an assistant, I'll just say, let's say they thought of 6, okay? So they're thinking of 6, but I wouldn't know that. So now I would show the top 13 cards to them one at a time, and they would memorize the card that corresponds with their number. So in this case, it would be the 6th card down, but once again, I would not know what number they were thinking of. So I'd show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they would remember the 5 of clubs, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So they remembered the 6th card down, which was the 5 of clubs, but once again, I would not know any of this. So now, I'm just going to go behind my back here, and I'm going to make a prediction. Obviously, I don't know what your card is, so let's see. Okay. So, made a prediction behind my back here. So now I'd come back around, and I'd ask the spectator what number they were thinking of. Not their card, what number they were thinking of. So they were thinking of 6. So I would show that I flipped over 1 card in the deck. Obviously, it's not your card. It's more of an indicator card for me. So if we count down 1, 2, this card right here should be the card you thought of, the 5 of clubs. Alright guys, that was the trick, and let's get right into the tutorial. So, like I said, if this tutorial makes the video a bit longer, I might have to upload all the different outcomes in a different video right after this, but we'll see. So, what you start by doing is you have the spectator shuffle the deck. You can use a borrowed deck, or you can just bring your own and have them shuffle it. Then when you're done with that, what you want to do is when you spread through to show all the cards are different, you're looking for a 2 numbered card, a 2 value. So the 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 2 clubs, or 2 of spades. So 2 diamonds is on the bottom right now. Oh my gosh, look at this, 3 2s. Okay, we just have to get, I'm just going to get the 2 off the bottom for tutorial purposes. So when you're spreading through, you're looking for a 2 numbered card. So this is when you're showing that all the cards are different. And when you find a 2 numbered card, let's just take this one. But remember, it could be any of them. You want to there's another 2. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm just going to give this one more shuffle. Get all those 2s out of the same spot. This is crazy, guys. Okay, let's try this. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try this. So when you spread through, show all the cards are different. You're looking for a 2 value card. Let's just take this one. So then you'd count that as 1. You count the 2 as 1, and then 2, 3, 4. Obviously, I'm going slow to exaggerate this, but you would just keep spreading through the entire deck at normal speed. So you look for any 2 value card, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Just hang on to that spot, and then spread through the rest of the deck. So now you have your 4 cards counted off, including the 2. So at the spot you counted 4, you want to cut this portion to the top of the deck. And just kind of do it casually. The spectator won't think anything of it, really. So now what you've done is gotten the 2 fourth from the top of the deck. So now, what you do is you ask the spectator to think of any number between 1 and 13. So they think of whatever number, and they're not going to tell you. So they're just thinking of whatever number. Let's just say well, I'm not going to say what number they're thinking of right now just to make the tutorial easier. I'll do that later in all the different outcomes. So they think of any number between 1 and 13, and then you ask them to memorize the card that corresponds with their number. So you go 1, 2, 3. Obviously you wouldn't go this fast, but you just show the top 13 cards, and one at a time, and they memorize whatever card corresponds with their number. And then, when you make the prediction behind your back, what you want to do is you spread down 1, 2, 3. Now this is behind your back. And then you flip over the 4th card, which is going to be that 2. And then you count down 5, 6, 7. So now you have a packet of 7 here with the flipped over 2 in the middle. You take this packet, and now you're not reverse counting the cards when you're counting off, you're just spreading like this. And then you have your packet of 7, put it somewhere in the middle of the deck, just like this. And don't like fail shuffle it in or something. You just want to keep this packet together, put it somewhere in the middle of the deck. And then the next thing you do is you take the next 3 cards. These cards you do reverse count. 1, 2, 3. And then put those at the bottom of the deck. So that's what you do behind your back. Now let me see how much time I have on this video. We should have time to go through all the possible outcomes, I think. So the first outcome, let's say they were thinking of the number 1. So they think of the number 1, and then you show, okay, perfect. So we're going to spread through the deck here. Now I have 1 card face up. Obviously it's not your card. It's just an indicator card for me. So we're going to count up 1, 2, and the next card will be their card. So that's for the number 1. Let's say they were thinking of the number 2. You spread through once again and show, okay, I have card face up here. Obviously it's not your card. It's kind of an indicator card for me. So we count up 1, and then the second card, instead of going the next card after it, the second card will be their card if they were thinking of the number 2. If they say they were thinking of the number 3, you spread through once again, show I've got 1 card face up. Obviously it's not your card, but the 1 card above it here, I have a card right above it here, and that should be your card. So that's if they think of the number 3. If they think of the number 4, that's going to be the 2. So this is probably the coolest of all 13 possible outcomes, because you just spread through the deck and show there's 1 card face up, and that is your card. So that's if they're thinking of the number 4. If they're thinking of the number 5, you spread through once again, show I've got a card face up here. Obviously it's not your card, but the card right below it should be your card. So that's if they're thinking of the number 5. If they're thinking of the number 6, once again, you spread through, show I have 1 card face up here. Obviously it's not your card, but if I count down 1, 2, the second card will be your card. So that's if they're thinking of the number 6. If they're thinking of the number 7, once again, you spread through, show I've got one card face up. It's not your card, obviously, but it's an indicator card for me. So we count down 1, 2, and then the next card will be their card. So that's for 1 through 7. Now, 8 through 13 is a bit different. If they say their number was 8, you don't spread through to show the 2. You just flip the deck over, and the 8th card will be the bottom card. So that's if they're thinking of the number 8. Now, if they're thinking of the number 9, once again, you spread through, show, okay, I have one card face up in the deck here. Obviously not your card, but it's kind of an indicator card for me. So it's a 2. So we're going to go to the bottom of the deck, and the second card down, not this one, but the second card down right here will be your card. That's if they're thinking of the number 9. If they're thinking of the number 10, once again, spread through, show, got one card face up here, obviously not your card, but it's an indicator card for me. So it's a 2, so we go to the bottom of the deck, count off 1, 2, and this card right here will be your card. So that's if it's 10. If they say it's 11, you don't spread through and show the 2. You just flip over the top card, and it'll be their card. So that's for 11. If they think of 12, you spread through, show the 2. Obviously, it's not your card, but it's an indicator card for me. So if we count off from the top of the deck, 1, 2, second card down will be your card. And so that's for 12, and now finally for 13, spread through, show, got a card face up here, obviously not your card, it's just an indicator card for me. So it's 2, so we count down 1, 2, and the next card will be your card. So those are the 13 different outcomes for the trick. 4, 8, and 11 are absolutely the coolest because for 4, their card's the only card face up in the entire deck. 8, it's the bottom card. 11, it's the top card. And so for 8 and 11, you don't want to spread through to show the 2. You just want to flip, because that'll just seem kind of random. So you just want to flip over the top and bottom card, and then after the trick's done, if you're going on to do more tricks, you just try to quickly flip that 2 back over before you continue on with your next trick. So guys, that was the trick. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.